Hey there, happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, June 25th, 2022. I am Marina Ormes, the founder of Astrology Heals at astrologyheals.com. And I'm super excited to be here with you today. The moon is in Taurus. It's going to be going into Gemini later in the day. But we're still in Taurus, and I've been talking about Taurus for a couple of days now. We're on this train that is just kind of chugging away, and Taurus energy is about appreciation. So take a moment to think about what you're grateful for, what you appreciate. I know that we know scientifically that gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions, as well as appreciation. If you check out heartmath.org, you can learn about some of the gratitude studies. But anyway, powerful means that it helps you create greater wellness for yourself, create and support yourself in having a greater ability to manifest the things you want, the things that are important to you. That includes in your personal life, getting where you want to be, having what you want to have, feeling what you want to feel. It also includes for the world and some of the bigger picture things that we see going on in the world that can feel overwhelming sometimes. And it feels like you can't make a difference. But I guarantee you that you are making a difference, and that the practice of appreciation and gratitude is a really good starting place for taking care of yourself and getting your own cup filled up, so that you can then take those little daily action steps that we talked about earlier in this week when the moon was in Aries, and taking those step-by-step actions that are what help us get to where we want to be. It's the way we can put in the effort, and not every action has to get a result. Not every action has to be the right one. It's about doing it and doing it consistently. And so how, with this moon in Taurus, are you implementing that ability to take a daily action or a regular, consistent action that is going to help create the outcomes that are important to you? And so in order to know where you're going, you have to spend some time thinking about your intentions and what those outcomes are that are important to you. And it's a good idea to write them down, because that gives you something that you're working toward. And acknowledging what you are grateful for as you move toward that, like bringing in the thoughts about what is working, what has been successful, what you have done that got a result that you feel good about, but also what is right about the world and what is working right in the world, and how things are going in a way that you want to see them go. And breathing in and bringing in that energy, that quality of the experience of having the things you want, because that can counter some of the programming we have that makes us want to go into the negative, right? Because that's safety. Safety is the feeling of, well, as long as I predict that things are going to be, in this way that I feel like I can't control them, then I feel safe, because at least I'm able to predict that. So actually, the energy qualities of the times that we're in have to do with not predicting things. And the more you can let go of any old patterns of thought, of emotion, of just how you operate and function, that take you out of that place of feeling a sense of doom about the world, that are connected to fear, that are connected to powerlessness, recognizing when those things come up in you, and just asking yourself, okay, so that fear is there, that anxiety or that feeling of powerless is there. That's okay. You're accepting what is, being with what is, like we talked about recently. And then you are also saying, okay, here's what I can do about that. Here's how I can think about that differently. Here is something else I can do right now that, doesn't have to fix it, my fear, or make it go away, but can also give me another choice. And then you're starting, what you're doing is you're kind of redoing your own internal wiring to say there is a different choice. And here is what I have available to me that I can remind myself of when I feel that anxiety or that fear. I can remind myself that, hey, here are some actions I can take, or, hey, here are some things that are going well, or maybe there's a person or an organization you can see in the world that is actually accomplishing things, that is doing good, that is making headway. And you can say, I align myself with that feeling of progress. And that is actually the invitation of the bigger picture energies that we have right now, is that the more we can energetically align ourselves with the feeling of change, positive change, progress, evolution, healing, justice, sustainability, all these things, that when we can find ways to integrate those into our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings, our ways of taking care of ourselves, our ways of framing our understanding of the world, the more we are contributing to those positive outcomes and creating an energetic framework that supports their manifestation. That's what it's all about. So, okay, so the moon is in Taurus. We are integrating, implementing, and letting go of the things that have come up during this moon cycle, some of the processes we've had, that maybe it's time to move on, maybe it's time to move into new ways of thinking and being. So letting go of the old. And sometimes it's just the letting go, and sometimes there's some grief around that, or some feelings, or some flow around that letting go process. And then later in the day, my time, which is US Pacific time, the moon goes into Gemini, and we're heading into the new moon in Cancer. The moon will join Venus and Mercury in Gemini. So we have this heightened energy of thinking, communication, asking questions, educating ourselves, learning new things, seeking new information, processing information, and how we think about things. So good time for writing. It's a good time for brainstorming. So that's where we're heading. I hope you have been enjoying these videos, and I will continue to bring them to you. Watch more for the upcoming Cancer new moon, and we'll be talking about how to work with the energy for the next moon cycle. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for being here with me. I would love to hear how this is affecting you, if it's making you think, or if you have ideas of your own that you can contribute, that would be great. Thank you again. Love to have you subscribe to my channel. It makes a big difference for me, and I really appreciate your support. Hitting like on my videos is awesome too. So thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.